Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 234 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Schwan.
How we doing?
Fantastic. If this is the first time you're seeing, hearing, or listening to us, this is the Two Player Co-op Podcast, where just about every week, two brothers get together to tell you everything you need to know about in the world of video games. If you like that, make sure you drop a like on the video. Subscribe, share it with your family and everyone in betwixt. If you only listen on audio services around the multiverse, that's cool too. Just make sure you leave us a 5-star review and also go over to YouTube and subscribe and share with everyone in betwixt. If you really like us, you can go to patreon.com/2playercoop. Just like our producers, Steve Appleton, Aunt Sue, Vernon Slayton, and Dustin Downs did, as well as our affiliates, James Solar and Sarah Solar. Thank you all so much. We love you all. We appreciate it. I hope you know that. You do, but you should. If you don't, now you do. Should, but short.
What part of short don't you understand?
If you want cool t-shirts and all of the like, you can go to teespring.com/stores/2playercoop. How you doing, Sean?
I'm doing well. I got sick again.
Yep.
Less so this time. Like, I feel like I'm fine
now.
now.
Just Google it, James. I'm not even going to talk about it.
After a few days, like, I don't know. I'm sick of these little head colds.
I know. I've had them too. Trust me, I know.
It's just so annoying.
Yeah, you never get to the level of like, but you're just like, this just is annoying.
It makes me feel bad enough that I just don't really feel like doing it. Like, I don't feel like drinking, even though I know I should drink water. When I'm sick, I'm like, I don't really. All of a sudden, water is just like... Nah.
When I'm sick, I'm like, just give me water and Hall's cough drops. That's all I want.
I've been popping those Zicam, like...
Oh, yeah.
They're like the fast melt, like cold. Like, they're like, first symptoms, start taking them. And you can take them every few hours. My last two that I've been taking them, they have been shorter. I don't know if they...
Shorter?
But it's just annoying. But I'm back... better than ever. I
mean, you never left, but you're back.
I'm back
now
to
you're
normal.
as good as you used to be. I don't know if you're better than
I don't know. I don't know if I'm as good.
Well, we're all getting older.
This is true.
Before we jump into everything else, I just want to talk about this here instead of its own news item because it's just a quote-unquote rumor for now, but I'm pretty sure it's 100% true. Jeff Grubb has come out and said that per his sources, Starfield is officially an exclusive to Xbox and PC. It will be revealed, I think he said, at E3 this year. Like, it was quote-unquote revealed like 3 years ago, and they said, Starfield. And we haven't seen literally 1 second since, but he said it'll be at E3 this year, and it will be out in 2022. Are you sad?
I don't know. Not particularly.
I'm sad.
I think it's a blow. Yeah. It's a blow for PlayStation, but I don't think I really care.
No, to me, I'd much rather play Horizon, God of War, Uncharted, even The Last of Us. Like, even The Last of Us Remake, I would much rather play that than Starfield. Like, I have no connection to Bethesda. To me, Bethesda games are just jank. And, like, they cruise on their name and everything. I'm sad for the people that want to play it and don't have a high-end PC or a Series S or X. I hate it for those people. Personally, I'm like, well, this is after the deal went through. I'm like, as much as we said, yeah, they should just still sell it on PlayStation, make your money there, get the Game Pass money or whatever, and just go like that. I can't say that I might say I'm a little surprised. I'm not shocked, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever. I don't really care. I don't know. I'll let them just go and sell their 1,000 copies on Xbox. And
shots fired. That will be interesting to see.
It's a Game Pass joke. I mean, it's legit.
But I do wonder how many will they actually sell on Xbox. They shouldn't. Literally,
that's what I'm saying. They shouldn't even say.
They shouldn't sell any.
No matter how many. Well, they shouldn't sell any.
Right.
They also shouldn't even say how many they sell.
You put your chair higher.
I haven't touched my chair.
Yeah, you look higher.
I'm tall.
Can you take me?
They really shouldn't even say
cool.
how many they sell.
They won't.
Because
Microsoft
it's going to
never
be
says anything.
embarrassing.
They never say anything.
Yeah.
That we will. I don't know that we'll ever actually know. It'll be so funny when it launches NPD for that month. It'll be like Starfield didn't chart. Yeah, no kidding, because everybody's playing it for free on Game Pass.
Yeah, as they should.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't really care, but I hate it for people that want that game. It sucks. But then, if I'm being fair, there's probably plenty of Xbox people that don't have a PS4 or a 5 that are like, man, I want to play Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy 16 for crying. Oh my God, I cannot wait.
I never thought I'd see the day where you're like, oh my God, Final Fantasy 16, I can't wait.
I know. 7, man. I'm probably going to end up playing Integrate, I think, at this point. Just because I'm like, I don't know the story. I feel like I need to fill in as many gaps as I can, regardless of what actually happened in that game.
Yeah.
That I think I might end up going for it. But again, it comes out like the day Ratchet does or the day before. So
yeah, I'm on the fence. I'm looking forward to just playing through Remake again.
And that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably play through it again, then get the DLC and just keep going.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I can't wait for Ratchet, but yeah, Remake's going to have to wait.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
We'll have time. We will have time. Dramatic chapstick application. Sean.
Yes.
A certain thing came out this last week,
yes.
and I begged you, and I begged you, and I begged you, because I binged it in one day, and then I went back and watched half of it again the next day. And that thing is Castlevania Season 4.
Yes.
Did you watch it?
No. But
seriously,
life gets in the way. Yeah, Brittany was gone, so I couldn't even.
We delayed the recording a day so you would watch it.
I know, but okay. Now that I've set the stage, yes, I watched some of it.
You suck.
But no, I did not watch all of it.
You suck.
I watched the first few episodes. It's good.
You watched the worst episode.
Well, where was I supposed to start? 5? No, I like it. It's even watching the recap of 3.
So James, I don't have to worry. I don't have to warn you about spoilers.
Did he watch it?
I don't know, but I just want.
James,
I was going to spoil the
it.
hell out of it.
Well, no, we weren't going to spoil it.
Yes, we were, and I was going to wave my hands and stuff and say, "Don't listen now. Come back, check the timestamps." But no, Sean's a little bitch.
No, I haven't watched it. I mean, I haven't watched all of it. I watched 3 episodes.
How did 3 end?
The last thing I remember was
vague.
Well, one of the 4
okay
ladies with her what looked like a cloud sword just going.
The day armor.
Yeah. That sword was pretty cool.
The whole thing was pretty cool.
Well, the whole thing was, but yeah.
People were going nuts when the trailer dropped because that you didn't ever watch the trailer, did you?
Mm-mm.
That was in the trailer, and everybody was saying it was a nod to Berserk, which I don't even know what that is. It's a comic, I guess, graphic novel, whatever, that I've never even heard of, but everybody was going nuts about it. And I'm like, I don't know, it just looks freaking awesome. And then when you actually, because I was like, when I watched the trailer, I was like, I think I know what that's going to be, but then when you actually see her be like, get into chest or get into trunk, and then she's just like, I'm gonna oh, it was so good.
That was pretty sweet.
Okay, so my thoughts.
You have glitter on your face.
I probably won't ever watch it. What? Where?
You have one pink glitter somewhere right around there. I don't see it anymore.
Something happened in the laundry where everyone at there's like 2 or 3 like glittery sequins on random shirts, and I'm just like, what the hell? Nothing that came out of the wash had sequins on it. Now my beard is itching, my quote unquote beard. So I don't know. Here's my thoughts. First off, not a spoiler because it was in the trailer, and if James James doesn't care, so this isn't even. But if you don't want to know anything about Castlevania Season 4, just go to the next timestamp. Warning. Okay, I'm not spoiling anything major because Sean is a little bee. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, so we're going to have to get on a Zoom call this week and do a spoiler cast. It'll only be 20 or 30 minutes, but I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Talk. We got to have
some
coffee
talk.
Okay. Season 1, or Episode 1, we finally get the skeletons.
Yep.
And what other enemy from Castlevania? I wrote everything down, so it's fine. They like to jump. The little hunchback guys from Castlevania 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What was that sound?
What the hell was that sound?
Oh. It's a phone.
Noah's phone is ringing or something. It's not his phone because his phone's downstairs. Son of a... I'm sorry, guys, if there's Apple in the background.
You just there's Apple in the background.
Okay, so... Have you seen Alucard yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like when he was... I think that's literally the end of episode 2 when he's like, oh, I've become Trevor. That was pretty cool.
So what else can I say? Okay, I wrote down Day Armor, Holy Bleep.
Yep.
Has Alucard done anything else?
He's done almost nothing so far.
Okay, so you haven't seen a character from Season 3 yet.
In regards to Alucard?
Kinda.
He's going... He got like
He's
the
on
note
his way
or whatever.
to the village. Yeah. Okay. I'll leave it there. Everything else I will be... Let me just say this, and I cannot wait for you to finally freaking watch it.
Finally. It's been a whole 3 days
I
since
watched
it came
day
out.
one, and you're like, some of us had to work. I had to work too. I had to work, watched 2 in the morning, and then I watched it when I was on the Portless conference call, and then I watched it at lunch, and then I finished it at night, and then I did the Resident Evil Village spoiler cast, which we'll talk about here in a minute, and I'm about to pass out. Wow. Oh, wow. No, but I do think it's, to me, my ranking previously was season 2, then 3, then 1. And 2 and 3 are like 10 and 9.8. This is a 10. This is a straight up.
See, I think 3 was... 3 was like entertaining, but it was... Castlevania is not Castlevania without Dracula. And I feel like it's tough for me to get too invested in all these other characters. I'm like, okay, just bring back Dracula already.
I get that, but after season 3, and when I got ready to go back and watch it again, I started Wikipediaing some of the games that I hadn't played. And there are quite a few games that actually don't set... first off, Bloodlines was about... It wasn't Carmilla, but it was another female bad guy.
Right. But I guess what I'm saying, 3 was certainly entertaining.
Yeah.
There's unbelievable parts, but it's the whole like story versus... Yeah, Bloodline's a great game. I couldn't tell you what the story was. I couldn't tell you much of what the story is in Castlevania in general, other than Belmont's need to kill Dracula, and that's about it. Yeah. So when the series strays from that, I'm like, who are these people, and why do we care about them? And
right. Yeah. One thing I forgot to say a long time ago, also today, the guy who did the music for the series, do you know what his name is? I know the answer is no. His name is Trevor Morris.
Oh. Really?
Who was the protagonist in
Eric
Bloodlines?
Morris. No.
John
Morris and Eric Lecard.
And so I don't know if that's his actual real name, but I'm like, holy crap. If your real name is Trevor Morris, you were born to do this series. I don't think I noticed any tracks. Like I tweeted before I watched, I was like, man, I hope we get Vampire Killer or Beginning. And if they were there, I didn't notice them. And some of the, after I watched, I went back and started reading like Easter egg articles and stuff, and I couldn't find anything. I don't think there's anything I missed. If there was tracks in there, it wasn't anything that's like a major Castlevania track. Yeah. So don't get your hopes up. Not that you would. This is my favorite season of Castlevania. And there's so much I want to say, but I won't. But I will say, I think... So one of my concerns I had with Falcon and the Winter Soldier getting to the end was you've got like 4 or 5 stories going on. How are they going to pull it all together? Can they do it? They did it. And then I thought about that for season 4 as well. I was like, you've got the vampires. You've got Hector and Lenore. You've got Isaac on his mission. You've got Trevor and Sypha. And then you've got Alucard seemingly going bad at the end of 3. How are they going to pull this all together? And they frickin' did it. Like, they nailed it. Not giving anything away, but it's like, again, I think I told you on Friday, season 9 is really the end. I mean, sorry, episode 9 is really the end. Yeah. And then 10 is just like the epilogue. And that's so well done too. But the last, not counting episode 10, but like the even 6, 7, 8, and 9 have some of, if not the best action in the entire series. And then they tied it together perfectly. The final battle was insane. And then episode 10, when you get the epilogue, it is just the whole
Didn't
thing.
another
is a masterpiece.
season, did 2 maybe do that also? Where the final
2
episode
did. They
was
killed
essentially an
Dracula,
epilogue.
spoiler alert, in episode 7.
Okay.
That was the Bloody
7?
Tears
Oh, yeah,
episode.
because there's only 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
okay.
the Bloody Tears episode,
Right.
and then he killed Dracula, and then 8 was the... But that was clearly setting up, there's this going on, and Carmilla's over here, and she's like, what the F just happened when the castle moved, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
There's been some people wondering where the spinoffs could go. I don't really know if they are, because remember a few years ago, Adi Shankar, I forgot how you say his name, talked about he wanted to do Devil May Cry.
Oh, yeah, whatever happened to that?
He wanted to splice it into Castlevania. No spoilers. There's no Dante doesn't come out and kill Dracula. So I don't know if that's still the plan, but there's clearly at least 3 spinoffs they could do from this. But I think what they were saying is they didn't want to use any of the characters from Castlevania. So I don't know if it would just be like, and then we jump, way in the future to John Morris, or way in the past to Leon Belmont, or something like that.
Yeah.
Anything they do, Castlevania 3 is still probably my favorite side-scrolling non-Metroidvania Castlevania game. It's either that or Bloodlines. It's probably 3, honestly. So these are like when you say characters, what characters did we it was the NES. There was not much storytelling other than you talk to Sypha, and Sypha's actually a dude, and whatever. Like, there's not much there. But these were like the actual characters that I cared the most about. So this was other than if they just did Symphony of the Night, which I don't think they're going to do it, because they kind of tied it into this anyways, with season 2 and everything with Alucard and all the fan service and everything. So I don't know where they go with the spinoff, but I hate that it's ending, but also I'm perfectly okay with it, because
it seems like the right amount. Yeah.
Dexter went on for 8 seasons, and it should have been 4, maybe 5. You could do season 1, season 2, cut out 3, do 4 with the big twist, 5, they're starting to figure it out, and then at the end of 5, or no, wait, what did I say? No, at the end of 4, Deb figures out who Dex is, and then 5 is them with that, and then that's the end of the series. You did not need 8 years of that, and hopefully the revival this year is going to be good. But I think they ended this the right way. Like, Breaking Bad shouldn't have been 8 or 9 seasons. It was perfect at 5.
Yeah.
They had a story they wanted to tell. They told it. Boom. So I loved it, and I cannot wait to get your full thoughts. I think when you do, we can wait till next week, but I think when you do finish it up, you're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I want to talk about this.
Okay.
It's
I
awesome.
hope so.
I will say, I wrote down here, slow beginning, so many storylines.
There's a lot going on.
Just know, like Oscar said, it gets better.
Yeah. There was one, I don't know if it was 2 or 3. There was one episode where, I didn't even see Trevor until, the last 2 minutes or something, I feel like.
There's another one later in the season, but you won't even be like, what the F?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one that is just, it's episode 6, actually. It's just, episode 5 leads into it, then episode 6 is nonstop insanity in the best way. It is so awesome.
So, okay, so what's the best episode? Is it 9?
It's 9.
Okay.
It's 9. It's from the very beginning, like the first 30 seconds, you're just like, yes! And then it just doesn't stop until you get to the end. There's one enemy in there that I want to ask you about, but I don't want to spoil anything. I guess it's from the games. I've never seen it, so maybe it's in Symphony and I don't remember it.
In episode 9 or just in this season?
I think it's only in episode 9.
Okay.
You see its feet in episode 8, whatever that means. But in episode 9, you'll know when you see, you'll be like, oh, that's what Kevin was talking about. So yeah, I don't know. It's awesome. I want to spoil it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
So yeah. I guess that's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Sean.
Yes.
Oh, actually, here's what I've been playing this week before we get into beating Resident Evil Village. By the way, check out our spoiler cast. James. I looked over at James and said James. Jason came on with us. It was awesome. We nerded out for almost 2 hours about Resident Evil Village. It's my second favorite in the series, but I'll get to that in a second. because of Castlevania, because I listened to Bloody Tears on repeat for like a day leading up to it, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I've forgotten, kind of, that I had purchased Castlevania Requiem, which I don't know what I said. It doesn't matter. Just go with it. Requiem, which has Rondo of Blood and Symphony. And I fired up Symphony.
Really?
And
Like a new, like,
brand new
over?
save. Yeah, because I've only played it. When I beat it, it was on my Vita. So I can't cross-save nothing.
Now, when you beat it, did you...
I had to look up how to flip it, but yeah.
Okay. So you maybe
I
not,
beat it.
literally 100%.
I could not beat... Oh, not even close. And there was optional bosses that I missed. I never fought Richter and stuff. Like, spoiler, it's old. So I never did all that. I'm not going to 100% it. But first off, so this is my first time playing it for real on the big screen. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think I played it on my PS3 a little bit, and I was like...
It's one of those games where it's like... Ugh, like, it was never meant to be... Not that it looks like...
You're not
a
supposed
16
to see every pixel.
Yeah, it's very... But still, yeah.
The animation, just watch. I could just sit there and watch. Like I'm sure there's a documentary somewhere about this, but I would love to just see how they animated this game. Like, it's 32-bit, but it's straight up 2D, and just seeing Trevor walk, like, it is like click, 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 click. Like, they had to animate so much, and it is so well done. I'm not very far in it. I beat the doppelganger. And it took me forever to get there because I beat the first boss, which was I was going to say Sodom and Gomorrah. What the hell are their names? Gaibon and whatever his name is. And at first I couldn't beat them because all I had was my regular sword. I was like, what the hell? I thought last time when I actually liked this, I found the Bacillard. Yeah, just... So I finally looked it up.
You get the Bacillard very early.
You do, but the only way you can do it, there's an elevator, so there's two red skeletons that are walking. You hit them, they don't die. They just crumble, they come back to life.
Yeah.
There's one here with an elevator you have to ride up to go over here to get the Bacillard. There's a red skeleton, and there's a red skeleton walking back and forth. Then there's a red skeleton down here who walks back
Isn't
and forth.
Red Skeleton a person?
You're thinking of Red Skull.
No, isn't Red Skeleton... Not skeleton. Skeleton...
He probably wrote Castlevania. I don't know.
He's like a comedian or something, I think.
Well, he was probably a Castlevania fan. Anyways, what you have to do is you have to stand on the elevator up here, and then when the Red Skull walks this way, you have to like throw an axe at him at the right time so he dies. That's weird. That dude is old and dead, like a skeleton. You have to hit them like as he walks on the pressure pad to raise the elevator up so you can jump up because you don't have double jump and all that.
Yeah.
So I finally did that and I was like, okay, let me go back, save state, cool. And I killed him after that. It was so easy. But then I was like, I don't know what to do. This game, talk about obtuse games. Y'all can hate on Zelda 1 all you want. This game is obtuse as hell. It does not tell you what to do or where to go. Period.
I mean, that's Metroidvania.
I know. But like, I go over the way, I go down here, I'm like, killed. Bad enemies, okay, whatever. Go back, try to go this way. Okay, I get to the outer wall, and I try to go left because there's not even a door, it's an opening. I was like, oh, I'll go that way. And there's one of those giant like armor knight things that's like shoots flame on the ground, and he hits you with a sword, does like 40 HP damage, and I just keep going. Ugh. And the saves, I forgot that the save rooms in this game are not close together.
They're
pretty far apart. So then I went all the way down on the outer wall, and that's where you go down. You can look through the telescope and see the guy out in the river, like rowing his boat gently down the stream. But I don't remember who that is. That somebody in the game? It must be. But I've only beaten it once.
Remember?
Okay. So then I went back up, and the knight killed me again. I was like, okay, what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to keep my axe. I'm going to start hitting him from down below. Ran out of axes. Finally went up there, and I just got lucky, and I Basillarded him. Blah, 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 blah. And then I go to the next room, and it's like, oh, there's these giant blue knights. I'm like, okay, so I died. Go back. I'm going to keep the stopwatch this time. Bah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, go over here. Brrrah. Stop. Okay. Brrrah. Stop. Okay, boom. Then I get to the save room, and then I go up, and that's when I got to the doppelganger. And he kicked my butt 2 times. And I was finally like, okay, I just need to... Where the save room is, you can go out and get 2 big hearts and then go back, come back out, and they keep respawning. So I got all my hearts back. Went over there, I turned the stopwatch on, and I was like, killed him. And that's about as far as I've gotten.
Yeah.
Played for like an hour of actual game time, probably like 2.5 in real life time because I just keep getting killed. But I really like it, and I love playing it on the big screen for the first real time. I don't know if I'm going to see it through all the way.
I think you should. I mean, I guess you've beaten it before.
I've beaten it before,
still.
but like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't feel the need to go back to Village and play through it as many times as you have. And I'm also not that good at it. But yeah, Symphony of the Night. I hate that word. Haven't been drinking. I cannot say Symphony of. If you just say Symphony, it's okay. But Symphony of the Night, Symphony of the Night is. I think it is still my favorite Metroidvania. I think it is. I like it better than Super Metroid. I like it better than Chasm. I like it better than. I know you say Hollow Knight. I'm just not good at that game. I like it better than what was the Ninja one? The Messenger. Better than Axiom Verge. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Symphony is awesome. So I went back and played that. Sean.
Yes.
Oh, James is under a tornado warning. All right, bud, stay safe.
Oh, dang.
Have you played anything else this week or just Village?
Just Village.
Let's talk Village. Spoiler free. We have a spoiler cast up, like I said, if you want to go check it out. So check it out. I don't know what you're doing.
I think I'm going to platinum this game.
You're not going to beat it in under 3 hours. You're going to get so frustrated.
No, I think I am.
Well, I mean, I guess if you get
beat
unlimited
it, okay.
Magnum. Whatever.
So I beat it.
No spoilers.
In 10 hours and 15 minutes the first time. Trying to do everything. The second time, I beat it in, it was like 6:15, like 4 hours less. Again, trying to do everything. Like I actually tried to turn all the rooms blue, and I still just, there's a couple rooms.
So
there's nothing
crystals,
left here. Why is it still red?
Yeah.
Whatever. But I was just better. I knew more where to go, whatever. So I cut 4 hours off my time. Third playthrough.
Oh, you got to beat it on hardcore or whatever, right?
I played on Village of Shadows.
Okay.
Which is
there's no way
the highest.
There's no way. I ain't doing that.
So I knew that I was close to getting my unlimited stake, which is like the good Magnum.
With like the barrel drum of ammo or something?
No, it's just a regular old.
Oh, it's a shotgun.
The shotgun has the barrel drum. Yeah. So I'm like, I'll just start it. Basically, I knew because you get stuff at the end of the game, but you don't really have a chance to sell it until you start a new game. Right. I'm like, once I sell that, I'll probably be good. Holy moly. This game on this difficulty, the enemies are terrifying now. They're so much faster. They're like juking and jiving and moving left and right.
So even like with aim assist, you're like,
no, there's no aim assist on.
Oh God, yeah, no, there's no way.
It took me so long just to survive the attack in the beginning. God. Because I just...
Did the big guy come?
Yeah, but he was not the problem. The other guys were the problem. There's no point in trying to even kill enemies. A Magnum will still take them down in one shot. Grenade launcher, 2 hits to kill a werewolf. A lichen.
Oh my God, seriously?
Yeah. So I was basically just running around. I had to look it up online. I'm like, what eventually triggers this to end? And it sounds like it's just time-based.
Okay.
It's somewhere around like 6 minutes. But 6 minutes when you can't kill anybody and you're just trying to run from them is a very long time.
Especially, there's not a lot of places to run there. It's all like, narrow like alleys and stuff.
I eventually got through that. So now I'm just in the village proper. And then I'm okay. I get to the castle. I see the Duke. I'm like, thank God I can do my thing. I sold everything. I had to sell all of my worldly possessions pretty much to afford the unlimited stake. Mm-hmm. But I got it. And then I'm like, I may want the unlimited. I had enough points or whatever to get the unlimited grenade launcher, but now I didn't have enough money because I had to sell it to get to where I could get the last upgrade for my Magnum.
You have to buy it back.
So then I had to buy it back, and I didn't have enough yet to buy it back. I'm like, whatever, I'll get there very quick. You get a lot of money. You're getting like 3,000 or 4,000. Like when you just pick up the lay from killing enemies, 3,000 or 4,000 instead of like 200 or 300.
Yeah, if you're playing this,
but when they sometimes drop like the skull, it still sells for like 900 or whatever. So you're like, you don't want them to drop those. You just want them to drop the money. From survive the attack through the last of the Rogues Gallery bosses. If you get my
in
drift.
the castle.
No, in the factory.
You're that far in Village of Shadows?
I already beat it. I'm just telling you how bad it was.
Okay.
From survive the attack through the factory boss.
Not the stronghold.
Cake.
Stronghold was
factory.
okay? Huh.
Yeah.
But you know how to do it.
I don't understand how you beat this game if you do not have not only unlimited ammo, but unlimited Magnum. The grenade launcher is not going to cut it because of how long it takes to reload.
Oh, yeah.
I literally don't think it could be. There's not enough ammo. Some of these bosses, like Urias or whatever, he took like 30 hits with the Magnum to die. And don't get me started on the final boss. Like,
I was gonna say,
I don't know how much ammo I used on that.
I was wondering why you said up until the factory.
So the factory was fine.
Okay.
Factory boss is tough because of how the fight starts. You can't
you're
heal.
Not using your weapons.
You have and you can't use first aid or anything.
Really?
Because you're basically just the other health bar. 3 hits and you're dead. And it's
I feel like I took 15 when I was playing through it.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. So that was I got to that part and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I can beat this. I don't know. I can't. It's not like you can die. Blocking does nothing. 3 hits, whether you're blocking or not, you're dead. I eventually just got through it.
It was like playing Cuphead against the robot boss.
Basically. So then, the next part starts. I thought I was in the clear because I'm like, at least now I've got unlimited ammo, but I don't have unlimited ammo and I don't have all the stuff that I had because.
Wait.
Because.
No, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, you don't.
When you go to the final fight?
Not the final fight. I'm saying the first part after the factory boss. When that new area starts. Like the end game, pretty much. The big... Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have my stuff anymore. Wink.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
When do you get your stuff back? Because you're in the wagon.
When you get... Yeah,
and then you get out of the
that.
wagon.
At that part, yeah. Now you've got your stuff back.
What the hell's before that? What? Oh, okay. That's why I was confused.
So now that part
oh my god,
sucked. Because now no more unlimited
there's
ammo.
No upgrades, there's no nothing.
I don't have all the first aid I had stockpiled.
Okay.
That was a lot of run and hope for the best and hope you trigger the next checkpoint.
How did it go with the tree thing? Was that
Tough.
impossible? Yeah.
Because
it takes forever to reload. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it takes forever to reload. It takes forever to for the circle thing to go around. Yeah. Then you have to survive waiting for it to reload before you can do it again.
And then you got after you mark it,
was
you
terrible.
Gotta wait.
Yeah. Then you go to the next boss where you have to use the thing again. I barely got through that. I hit him. I ion cannoned him. Just not dead. I can't remember if it was 5, maybe 6 times you had to blast him.
God.
But that was child's play compared to the wreck because that at least I could just block. Like you're back to being able to just block and whatever. Then the final boss was not that difficult. I died once, but I'm like, how many times do I have to shoot? I bet
because there's no indication.
50 or 60 Magnum rounds easily before.
How many does it hold? 5 or 6? Is that it? Or does it hold
that
more?
One holds 29 once it's fully upgraded. So or 28.
Okay.
So that's a lot better. But,
okay.
And it reloads quick. It's just and then you're good to go. But anyways, I beat it. So I started a 4th playthrough. Now I'm working on just like the last few things.
So now you don't have to play it on the hardest difficulty, right?
Right. That's all done. I don't have to worry about it anymore. So now basically I need to do the speed run. There's some random odds and ends stuff that I can do that I'm not really worried about. I got to speed run it. Oh, so I never told you. I beat Village of Shadows I cut about another hour off my time on the hardest difficulty. I got down to about 5.5 hours. But I also cared less about finding every little thing. So I'm like, I've got my unlimited Magnum now. I don't need to find all.
Well,
the
one thing I
treasure.
will say, you probably didn't actually beat it in 5 hours. Like
No,
when
I
beat
died.
It,
it was probably
I said
8 hours.
8:15, but then my PS time tracker was like, you beat it in 12 hours and 10 minutes or something. I'm like, yeah, that feels way more right.
So now I don't need to worry about any of the treasure.
Yeah.
I've basically 100% of the game, like, in a playthrough. So now I can literally just speedrun it. I think 3 or 3.5 hours, whatever it is.
Can you speedrun it on easy?
Yeah, any different.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well, then
I'll kill
get
the boss.
platinum,
Each boss I can probably kill in like 10 seconds.
shots,
I'm just dead. So I think I can do that. To me, the hardest part.
Yeah. What else is there?
It's all the mercenaries crap. Which I tried one time without really knowing what I was doing.
Yeah.
You have to get an S rank on all of them.
Yeah.
There's a few things you have to do, but the hardest thing I think is going to be S ranking all of them. I tried the first one, not really knowing what I'm doing. I'm like, let's just do it and see what happens. And I got a B. I'm like, okay. But I think now that I know how it plays, I already know a few things that I screwed up. And I'm sure there's guides like...
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like... I don't know why it made me think of this. I thought of like old school God of War with like the Challenge of Olympus. Those arena things and stuff. So
I think I can do it. It's going to be... I think I'm... Depending on how the mercenary stuff plays out, I think I'm past the worst of it. The speed run is what scared me. But now I think it's fine. Because now I'm back to being able to just use aim assist. So it's just... Like I can just shoot everything.
And you don't have to headshot or anything.
Right. One shot. If I shoot them in the hand, they're dead. The bosses probably don't take... Other than the final boss, I can't imagine any boss takes more than about 10 Magnum rounds. So it shouldn't be that bad. I'm just a little worried about the mercenary stuff. But I think I can platinum it.
I mean, if you've come this far, I think you will.
I'm 2. You go into the castle. They take you away. You're all strung up. And then you get back to like the main hall, and that's where I'm at. I went to the Duke's room there and saved. Yep. I'm there in about 22 minutes. Now, I know I'm barely scratching the surface, but like that probably took me an hour and a half to get through on my first playthrough. Like I know exactly.
I do wonder,
like I could basically tell you I had to go out here, I had to go there, I had to grab that, so I end up here, go there. Then like I can replay the game in my head at this point. So
I wonder what the dollhouse will be like when you're trying to speedrun it. I feel like that.
I sped run it.
I
speed ran it. That's the word I was looking for. Both on second and third playthroughs because A, there's just nothing really to do there. There's no treasure. And B, I want to get out of there as quickly as possible. Yes. So that part, I can be in and out in 20 minutes.
Wow.
Once I get to the house, I'm back out in 20 minutes.
Okay.
The water area, Moreau's area, that's also about 20 minutes. That's really fast. The factory takes a while. The castle obviously takes a while. There's so many
levels.
Yeah.
Like with the castle,
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think I can do it. It shouldn't really be that bad. But I'm a little worried about the mercenaries. But
yeah, I'm not.
I wouldn't recommend it.
As I said, we did a spoiler cast. If you want to go check it out, go do that. So obviously I beat it since last week. Excuse me. Yeah, my second favorite Resident Evil, especially since I've had some time to sit with it now. I haven't wavered. I think it's RE2 Remake.
I think it's the best story by far.
Easily.
And the gameplay is pretty top-notch, too.
And I will say, if you haven't played it yet and you care about spoilers, don't search for Resident Evil on YouTube because you will be spoiled all over the place. I like it better than 7, and I like it better than 4. I think it's right now for me, it's 2 Remake, Village, 4, 7, and then after that, who cares?
Yeah.
I do think, like I was saying on the spoiler cast, when they do the 4 remake, I feel like that's just going to go all the way to the top because they're going to fix what I don't like about it, and it's going to go like, yeah, this is Resident Evil perfected. But yeah, without spoilers or anything, it, like I was saying last week, the opening, I was kind of like, oh, I don't like this that much, and it just gets better and better and better and better and better, and then you get to the holy craps, and it gets even better. And it ends on such a high, and I think the reason for me I like it better than 7 is 7 was, it started at a 20 out of 10.
Yeah.
And then it dropped to like a 10 out of 10 consistently for a while, and then it just fell off the face of the earth at the end. Whereas this starts at like a 6 or a 7 out of 10, and then it ramps up to a 7, to an 8, to a 9, to a 10, and it stays at a 10 for like the last 3 hours or something. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. Like, you can get this game for $50. I see it on sale all the time for $50 already. I'm like, wow. Also, they ship 3 million copies in 4 days. It's the best debut for Resident Evil game over a launch weekend since Resident Evil 6 in 2012. And that game sucks.
Yeah, that's weird.
But that's because they were riding, like, 4 was awesome, so everybody bought 5. And most people like 5. I'm not getting into the stupid stuff with it. And then 6 came out, and they're like, more Resident Evil, yay! And then everybody's like, we bought it, and this game sucks.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. Obviously, we're going to get Resident Evil 9. We're not going to get into what we think that is here, although I will say, like I said on Twitter, it's going to be called Exodus, and they're going to highlight the straight line and the E, and then the X, IX 9, or as Sean said, VILLI.
Resident Evil Village.
Gosh. I think, yeah, did you say you were thinking of villain? But then you switched
but then I realized that's not even...
Anyways, we love Resident Evil Village. It's awesome. I'm so glad. It's easily right now my game of the year, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
We haven't played much. We got a lot still coming. We got Ratchet coming soon. I would even say that who cares about our rankings, but I think we should allow, if we both play it or one of us plays it, whatever, integrate should count. Because if stupid, how many years?
As long as you only look at that part of the game. Yeah.
5 years ago, Witcher 3 DLC Blood and Truth won RPG Game of the Year.
That's stupid.
So integrate is in our top 10 ranking if we play it. But we've got that. We got Ratchet.
You okay?
I forgot about Mario Golf until you and James are going back and forth. And I watched that trailer and I was like,
I can't wait.
I'm going to have to get this.
It looks so much fun. I've always loved the Mario Golf games.
It's so, like when I saw Mario Tennis Aces, and it turned out a lot of people were like, this wasn't that great. But when I saw the first trailer, I was like, it's just tennis. This isn't doing anything for me. But this Mario Golf, and especially with the 4 or 5 minute trailer they put out today, I was like, yeah, I think I need this in my life. This looks like so much fun. I'm not going to play it with motion controls, though.
No.
I just want to use my stick. All right. Sean, you want to get in the news of the week?
Let's do it.
All right. We actually have some news to talk about, or at least maybe not news, but rumors. So let's start here. It looks like, according to Push Square and other people, we may have gotten some more details on PSVR 2. The next-gen PSVR headset Sony has already announced for PlayStation 5 sounds like a quantum leap compared to its rudimentary PS4 predecessor. That's God dang it! That's assuming an exclusive report published by Upload VR is accurate, which cites reliable sources. Apparently, the platform holder has been briefing developers on the headset's features, which makes sense considering it did mention prototype hardware would be sent out soon. What are the key details then? Well, it had allegedly... Damn it. It allegedly, I keep looking at the next word. So I was about to, allegedly has, but I said allegedly. It allegedly has a resolution of 4000 by 2040, an enormous boost compared to the previous PSVR's headset 1920 by 1080, and gaze tracking capable of foveated rendering. I keep seeing people talk about this, and I was like, wow, foveated. I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
Foveating?
Foveated. The latter could be a game changer. In layman's terms, it means that the headset may be able to detect where you're looking, meaning that developers can render the objects you're focusing on in higher detail.
That's cool.
Pair this with a PS5 superfast SSD, and we're already drooling. Here's another interesting feature. Apparently, there's a motor in the headset itself, which is capable of haptic feedback similar to the DualSense.
It'd be like that laser game we had where it's like, and it like buzzes on your head.
It wasn't laser
when
tag,
you
it was
get
that
shot
other
in the
thing.
chest or whatever. That thing hurt.
It did, because it was like on your tongue.
Yeah, you don't want to be shot. It's like,
but like machine gun. We already know the device's new controllers will share technology with a PS5 pad. It's about time for you to host one of these episodes, and you do all the reading. But furthering sensations to the head and scalp should make games even more immersive.
The scalp?
That's what it says. Although, obviously, it'll need to be delicately done. Exactly what we were talking about. Research suggests that some form of feedback when synchronized with movement can help with motion sickness, too, as the sensation of rumble tricks the brain into thinking you're actually walking.
What?
So instead of you just looking around seeing stuff moving, your brain's like,
it feels like I'm
footstep,
walking.
Footstep. Interesting. As we already know, the next-gen PSVR will leverage a single cord from the USB Type-C port to the headset, and the controllers will be tracked using cameras on the unit itself. This will allow you to face away from your television without losing tracking, and even put the pads behind your back. It will also drastically improve the setup process, as you'll no longer need to have a PS camera on your TV. I looked at TV, cabinet, or desk. Our only concern here is the price. This thing sounds expensive.
Wait, so there's no camera?
No camera. It's all headset tracking, and then you've got the motion thing, the controllers that are inside out tracking. So there's no separate device. You just plug it in one cord.
Wow.
What do you think?
I can't wait. I love PSVR, despite every time I go to hook that thing up, I'm just like, oh, this is a nightmare. But I do it.
Imagine if you just had to plug in one cord.
Yeah. I can't. I can't wait.
What is your hype level at?
Midnight.
Threat level?
Hype level midnight.
Wow.
I can't wait. If it it's not going to be another $500. It might be $300 or $350.
It ain't going to be that cheap. There's no way. The original PSVR launched at $400. It was just as expensive as the console.
Really?
It will be at least $400, if not $500.
I mean, it's day one for me. I'm going to get it. I can't wait.
I can't believe I'm saying
Give
this.
me Astrobot 2, and I'm good. That's all I'll need for a while.
Rescue Mission 2.
Yeah, that one. It's going to be awesome.
The only thing, though, is like the tech sounds amazing. Are they going to have the games?
That's one thing. Like, PSVR, the games were... I mean, you had Resident Evil, which is just kind of not a VR game, but you can play it in VR. And it's a totally different experience. Astrobot, Game of the Year contender.
Yeah.
And Moss, which I just absolutely loved. And that's pretty much it. There was like the demo disc. I got like the Iron Man demo. There's some other VR game, like the Star Wars things. What's it called?
Oh, yeah, Squadrons
that I never played. Like, there were some games. But I don't think you're going to see any standalone... Like, we're not going to get... I would say we're not going to get like a God of War VR, like a standalone God of War game, or Horizon. Like, you're not going to get any.
I could see
big AAA
Horizon
titles.
like bow shooting, like Link's crossbow.
Exactly. Well, what I was going to say is Ratchet, but I'm like, you could get Ratchet, like that could work. But again, it's going to be like
and
spin-off games.
Insomniac has made VR games for PC before they were exclusive, but before Sony bought them, so they've got experience there. They're probably working on something. But that leads me into my next item here, which I just switched in the order, and I should have had this originally. This comes from Pushquare. Valve could have projects in the works for PS5 and PS4. With Gabe Newell, why can't I talk? Gabe Newell hinting way more that we'll get a, quote, better idea of what it has planned by the end of the year, end quote. Bizarrely, the veteran executive made the statement during a high school assembly where he was asked by a student, will Steam be putting any games on consoles or will it just stay on PC? It's a strange question because Steam is obviously a PC-based storefront that's owned and maintained by Valve. We're going to assume the student is referencing specifically to the Valve development teams behind Half-Life and Portal, and Gabe answered as such, because we can't imagine any platform holder would allow a competing storefront on their console. There is literally no chance Steam is coming to PlayStation or Xbox. Let's just get that out of there. The obvious title that Gabe Newell, could be referring to is Half-Life Alyx, which we're hopeful will release on Sony's next-gen PSVR headset. Of course, it's possible Valve may have something new in the pipeline scheduled to be announced later this year. It's an interesting response regardless. We guess all will be revealed in due time. If they somehow...
Is that like make or break for you? You'll get it if you can get Alyx.
Oh my God, if I can play Half-Life Alyx on PSVR.
But if you can't, are you like, yeah, I can
No,
go with
I'm
that.
still... My hype is a 10. But I got to see games. There's got to be something that is like...
But see, to me, it's more the experience. Like, I would be totally fine. I'm guessing we'll get Moss 2, maybe, hopefully. It doesn't seem like that story's over.
They got to do another rescue mission, yeah.
We'll get, especially after how good...
and Sony closed down everybody in Japan except Team Asobi. So, yeah, they're definitely going to do rescue mission.
Right, we'll get Rescue Mission 2. And then there will be some other games here and there that are just... There's probably a lot that we'll get that just couldn't really have been done or been done the right way on the original PSVR that now, I think it already seems like it's getting way more hype than the original one did.
Yeah.
That was almost like proof of concept. Like, it's ugly, it's clunky, but you can see it works. And now they've kind of... This is going to be such a step up. I can't wait.
James says, the original PSVR had a separate box to do a lot of the processing, but the PS5 should be powerful enough on its own. So it should be cheaper, right? I get that. I just think that I almost think it's like the money that they're saving by not having the separate processor box. They're putting all of that into the actual headset, and not to mention the controllers. Not just remember, a friggin' DualSense is $70.
Yeah.
These things are probably going to cost more than that. MSRP.
For a pair.
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I would like it to be, oh my God, if it was $300. These will never be in stock if it's $300.
Yeah.
My guess is $500. My hope is $400.
It's not going to be $5. I could see $4. But yeah, if it's like $3, if it's another $500, I would have some trepidation about.
And we're like, why didn't we
getting
buy
it right
PC?
away?
Yeah.
But $400 or less, yeah, I'm there day one.
Yeah, we know it's
if
not
I
out,
can get it.
Yeah, it's not out this year. It'll be out next year, we hope. But my God, if they do, like obviously PSVR as it stands now could not run Alex without being so downgraded. And I don't even know if you could actually make it work with the stupid move controllers and stuff. Like the physics in that game and the way you use your hands and everything. I don't think the move controllers could really do it. This could. So
yeah.
Or hell, maybe they're just doing Half-Life 3 and they're like, and it's exclusive to PlayStation. Suck on that, Bethesda. And PC, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Sean. More PlayStation news. Apparently, there are over 25 games in development at PlayStation Studios, which I guess it's PlayStation Studios, but none of this is clear. Let's see here. This comes from VGC. Former Guerrilla Games head Herman Hulst, who currently serves as PlayStation Studios boss, revealed the figure in a new Wired feature. What is up with Wired? No one reads Wired. Except for PlayStation's. It's so weird that they don't go to IGN or GameSpot or something. It's just so weird to me. While Sony's known to be working on sequels including Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, Gran Turismo 7, Hulst told the publication that nearly half of the first-party projects in development are entirely new EP. Quote, there's an incredible amount of variety originating from different regions, he said. Big, small, different genres. So obviously he's like, shut up, you stupid reporters, saying that we just want blockbusters. Yeah. That's what he's saying there. Sony said in March it was funding an original IP from a AAA startup studio established by former Stadia Games boss Jade Raymond, and in April it announced it had signed an original multiplayer project from Firewalk, a new studio founded by Bungie veterans. Sony has over 25 games in development and says almost half... Well, that was something I should have deleted. PlayStation studio boss Herman Hulst wants to create a diverse slate of titles, in quotes. Hulst recently told GamesIndustry.biz that he's, quote, very interested in creating a diverse slate of titles. That's what I literally just said. All right, I'm going to stop talking about this now. So we know Horizon, God of War, Gran Turismo. Technically, I think they're probably including Last of Us Factions. Ratchet isn't out yet. Mm-hmm. So there's 5. I don't know. Last of Us Remake. Whatever Bend is working on, because they didn't get to make Days Gone 2. There's probably another Uncharted in there. That's 8. And he said almost half. So if there's 25, so you say 11 or 12.
But
or
what do they, when
IP.
they say in development, that could mean a lot of things. Does that basically just mean planned, or they've got people putting...
Supposedly in development, but in develop could just mean that they're...
It's like storyboarding and
exactly.
stuff. Like, yeah.
Not that they're making environments and stuff.
That could be God of War.
Trace.
Like if they're... Yeah.
And Horizon 3.
So who knows? Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me happy. I mean, what are the last... I still... Okay, so I got to play Days Gone, but I'm thinking of the last, new IP that PlayStation put out. Last of Us was in 2013. They did Days Gone in 2019. Horizon was 2017. You would probably count. Well, no, Concrete Genie. That wasn't first. No, I think that was first party. I think they own Pixel Opus. But like that's no blockbuster or anything like that. That feeds into the whole diverse stuff. I'm just excited as a PlayStation owner that there's more stuff coming. But
Yeah.
James is hoping for $200 for the PSVR. I mean, yes, me too, James. Also, he beat Assassin's Creed Rogue. That was the last gen one that came out in 2013 or 14, whatever. That wasn't the one with the people in France with their eyes were like, right? That was the other one. That was Unity, I think. And the last item on the news list here. I don't like this. Ubisoft may be moving away from AAA games. This also comes from VGC. Ubisoft is shifting away from its traditional strategy of releasing 3 to 4 premium AAA titles each year, but plans to launch, quote, high-end free-to-play games for all its biggest franchises. The company provided an update on its game development strategy during its full-year earnings call on Tuesday, in which it said it intends to be less reliant on AAA releases as part of its overall product mix. Quote, in line with the evolution of our high-quality lineup that is increasingly diverse, we are moving on from our prior commitment regarding releasing 3 to 4 premium AAAs per year, said Ubisoft's chief financial officer, Frederic Duguet, or Duget. I don't know how to say it. It is indeed no longer a proper indication of our value creation dynamics. For example, our expectation for Just Dance and Riders Republic are consistent with some of the industry's AAA performers. Additionally, we are building high-end free-to-play games to be trending toward AAA ambitions over the long term. This is purely a financial communication evolution and doesn't change the fact that we continue to expect a high cadence of content delivery, including powerful premium and free-to-play new releases. They have already announced Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland, which is being led by Red Storm Entertainment and is a standalone experience set for release on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. No details were revealed for a separate mobile game. This sucks.
I don't like it. I don't play a lot of Ubisoft games anyway, but I don't like it.
This is what's going to happen. Just call it now. They're going to be like, oh, y'all miss Metal Gear? Y'all miss Splinter Cell? Guess what? Here's free-to-play Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Battle Royale. And I'm like, what the hell are you even talking about? This is not, you're going to make us like a stealth battle. It's either going to suck or it's just going to be Fortnite in Splinter Cell. They're going to do something stupid like that. Now, one thing I actually could see, and as I'm saying this, Assassin's Creed Battle Royale kind of thing could be cool where you're focused mostly on melee stuff and everything. That could be interesting where you're getting like, maybe it's a smaller map, smaller circles, more hand-to-hand stuff. But I don't... So in addition to not getting Splinter Cell, we're probably not going to get Immortals 2. No. But I already assumed that when it didn't, the sales sucked. So
y'all missed out.
Yeah. It was so... And it's on sale for $30. Just go get it. If you like Breath of the Wild or you like just open world action RPGs, it is so good. It's so much fun to play. It's so funny. It's so well written. But I digress. All right, you want to get the wrap up, Sean? I'm not asking you. I'm just telling you. I don't know why I asked. Okay. Well, I'm going to go for it. Ratchet & Clank has gone gold ahead of its release on June 11th. I'm very happy about this. Apparently, Sean, did you see that you can get the platinum in one playthrough if you're careful?
I'm going to want to play through this game more than once anyway, so I don't really care. B, I feel like that would just take all of the fun out of it. Ooh, before I go to this next spot, is there anything? Ooh, you need to go.
You want to play through it once with just...
I just want to experience it.
Yeah.
Then I'll go back and clean it up. Yeah, I don't care.
Apparently my phone corrected this next word to be Jades, was rated for the PS4 in South Korea. Hades.
Oh, Jades.
Bring it. I'm ready. I am ready. I just want to play it on my PS5/4. When it comes out, I will play it. I assume you will too.
Oh, definitely.
Unless it comes out like the day that Ratchet does or something.
Well,
but
yeah.
I am
Maybe not day one, but I'm playing it for sure.
I am so on board. I cannot wait to play it. And actually now that I have my 8-bit dough, I'm like, I could play this on Switch, but maybe I'll platinum it. I'm falling off the trophy train, as you could have.
I haven't gotten anything.
I haven't gotten any this year, I don't think.
I got Ghost and then a couple cheap, or was that even back in December?
I think
No.
Ghost was
this year.
Yeah, you didn't get it until right after Christmas, so that was
that's
definitely.
true.
This
I got
year.
Ghost, and I think I got a couple other platinums after it. But yeah, I haven't. Yeah. I think I'll platinum Resident Evil. I can't imagine I won't platinum Ratchet. Other than that, I don't know what else I'm going to platinum this year.
Well, I mean, Bloodborne 2.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, what the hell is up? What the hell's the name of the game? Now I'm blanking. The new FromSoft game, Elden Ring.
Yeah. Oh god, I can't remember.
Oh god. PlayStation unveiled that the Cosmic Red and Midnight Black DualSense are coming out June 11th, just in time. Did you end up pre-ordering one? I didn't.
I really like the red. I just feel like it's going to look so out of place. But as a standalone controller, I dig it.
I just want it to be more like Spider-Man Red.
Yeah, it's a little bit more.
It's like wine. Kinda.
It's.
I don't know. Kevin, you won't like it. Sean might. I like it. I'm gonna like Hades. I assume he's talking about Hades. I'm gonna like Hades. I might not be good at it, but I think I'll like it. The final PlayStation Play at Home update was announced. You get free content in a bunch of games, like downloadable stuff and like Warzone. I don't care. So that's it. So I guess when they said there was more coming, they didn't mean more free games. They just meant more whatever. That's fine. They gave you 20-something or 19 or 20 free games over this, which is more than enough. E3 announced there will be an app for E3 2021 that will function as a key hub with hosted events and virtual booths. But the main broadcast will also be on Twitch and YouTube. So I will watch E3 on Twitch or YouTube. I don't want an E3 app.
No, I'm good.
Halo Infinite, we got some updates. They showed Hyperius and Tovaris, who are two brute brothers.
Are they related to Craig?
That you'll fight against at some point. They unveiled the Scrap Cannon, which is a turret that shoots hot metal. The Razorback is the new vehicle, which is more spacious than the Warthog. I do kind of... Obviously, I want this game to be good. I think I want to play this game. But I'm also like... I've only played Halo 1. I feel like I'm going to end up getting an Xbox. I don't know why. Something is like, maybe it's just because I'm like, I got nothing to play. I should just freaking play Game Pass. But
yeah.
I don't know that I would go. I actually probably would just go with an S just because. I don't know. Like, I want to play through all the Halos. I want to play through all the Gears. I want to play Infinite. I don't know. We'll see.
Starfield.
And we'll see. No. And we'll see what happens.
Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely be exclusive. And who knows if the rumors are true that...
Metal Gear Solid 6.
Or Kojima's next game coming there. Like,
yeah.
Or Metal Gear Remake, I'm going to get screwed. The Coalition, the makers of Gears of War, are moving on to Unreal Engine 5. I think this is the first major company that I've heard saying they're going to be working on Unreal 5. But they said don't expect any game announcements for some time. Ubisoft, this is the funniest I've ever heard in my life. Ubisoft's Skull and Bones has been delayed again. It is now coming out sometime between 2022 and 2023.
My God.
This was first revealed at E3 2017.
Wow.
What in the world? What is this is Skull and Bones. What's the one that came out that was good that people actually really liked?
Oh.
What the hell is the name of it? If we think long enough, James will catch up and tell us what it is.
He'll get to it. He'll tell us before we think of it.
It's not the Assassin's Creed, not Black Flag or anything like that. What the hell is the name of it? Sea of
Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. You got it before he did.
I just needed to help.
Let me see. Yeah, we beat you, James. Sea of Thieves. And people love like originally when that was revealed, people were like, meh, and then it was on Game Pass and everybody's like, this is actually really fun. Ubisoft has completely missed the boat. I cannot imagine.
Literally.
My man, my Craig. They at this point,
I
like
like Craig's shirt.
the amount of oh you want to sell some T-shirts? We can put up a Craig T-shirt. Now we got some ideas. But seriously though, like the amount of money they must have dumped into this, I guess at this point they're just pot committed and they're like, we got to get this stupid thing out. But the next Battlefield reveal will be you're hosting next week. I will do the rundown, but you will host. It is decided.
Okay.
The next Battlefield will be revealed in June as a true next-gen game, but it'll also be coming out on last-gen. So how is it a next-gen game? Also, why are we saying next-gen and last-gen? So there's no
now-gen.
It's rumored to be out between October and November this fall. Yeah, no kidding. Sony does expect, I think their CFO expects that PS5 shortages will continue into 2022, which sucks for everybody. I don't know. Ghost Runner is getting a sequel on PS5. The original Ghost Runner is still slated to get a PS5. We need to move on to the Let's Play. A PS5 version also. EA Play Live, the next one was announced. But it's weird. This is weird. It's coming a month after E3 on July 22nd. Why wouldn't they just... I mean, they don't like the ESA because they can't... Don't look at me like that. You're hosting next week, and I can't wait.
PS5.
PS5. Yeah, James said he'll host. Oh, there is a demo coming for Scarlet Nexus later this month. That's cool. Some people are saying, because there's been some previews and went up, some people are saying it's awesome. Some people are saying it's super generic. It just looks fun, and I think I want to try it out, but I probably won't. Also, Knockout City, it was already announced that it's coming to Game Pass at launch, but it will also be getting a 10-day free trial on PS4. I think we'll try that out.
We'll do
that'd be a fun Let's Play. Multiplayer. We'll just multiple. Data East presented by Multiplayer
on PS5.
PS5. Yeah, Sea of Thieves is Microsoft first party. That's what I thought. So yeah, that's it for Pirates and episodes. And I don't know why you're swaying.
I don't know. I just
Are you on a Sea of Thieves?
We should just do the whole podcast like this.
No, we're going to give people motion sickness. That was a good episode, even though Sean bailed on me when it comes to Castlevania. Son of a biscuit.
I didn't.
You did. You played through Resident Evil 4 times instead of watching Castlevania.
3 and 20 minutes.
Instead of just taking 3 hours to watch Castlevania.
But I couldn't start until Sunday. I haven't played any Resident Evil since Brittany's been home. It's not like I continued to play Resident Evil.
She got home Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, but she was exhausted. I was exhausted. So we went to bed early Saturday.
Does she even care about Resident Evil? Not you. I know she
cares
cares about
Resident
you.
Evil?
Yeah. No, damn it. Castlevania.
Yeah, we watched it. Yeah,
Resident
we watched
Evil,
it last night.
she doesn't care about Resident Evil.
Yeah, she likes it.
Right. She likes it.
Hey, Mikey.
All right. That's it for episode 234. We've gone off the rails. Thank y'all so much for being here. We're going to go record some secret Let's Plays that aren't secret because we've been talking about them for a while. They might not be up for a month or so, but we got to get some in the can. I got to go to the can. So until that time, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.